Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom wrapped in misty hills and golden forests, there lived a wise old king. He had 12 daughters, each lovelier than the next, with hair that shimmered like moonlight and eyes that sparkled like jewels. Every night, the princesses slept in a grand chamber, 12 beds in a row, with silver curtains and candlelight flickering softly. But every morning, when the maids came to wake them, they found something strange. Their silken slippers were worn through, as if the princesses had been dancing all night. Yet the doors were locked from the outside, and the windows were barred. The king was puzzled. "How can 12 princesses wear out 12 pairs of shoes every single night?" he exclaimed. And so he declared, "Whoever can discover where my daughters go at night shall choose one of them to marry, and be heir to the throne." But if any man failed to solve the mystery after 3 nights, he would be banished forever. Chapter 2. The Brave Soldier. Far beyond the castle walls, a young soldier named Rowan was walking through the forest.
Sisters,
he was brave
the
but
time
poor,
has come.
with only his cloak, a sword, and a heart full of dreams. He heard of the king's challenge and said to himself, "Perhaps this is the adventure meant for me." On his way to the palace, he met an old woman sitting by a stream, her cloak patched with leaves. She smiled kindly. "Where are you headed, young man?" Rowan told her of the king's riddle.
No one can see
The
us
woman's
here.
eyes twinkled. The secret of the 12 dancing princesses," she whispered. Then she handed him a silver cloak that shimmered like starlight. "Wear this when you follow them. It will make you invisible. But be careful. Trust your heart, not just your eyes."
Oh, this
Rowan
is so
thanked
much
her
fun!
and hurried to the palace. Chapter 3. The First Night.
I
That
know,
evening,
right?
the 12 princesses curtsied before the king and said goodnight. Rowan was given a soft bed in their chamber corner to watch over them. The doors were locked, and soon, the princesses seemed fast asleep. But as midnight struck, the eldest princess, Leora, whispered, "Sisters, the time has come." She clapped her hands, and suddenly, the floor before her bed opened like a trapdoor. A glowing staircase spiraled down into the earth, shining with golden vines. Rowan, hidden beneath the magic cloak, followed as the princesses descended. They walked through a tunnel filled with glittering gems until they came to a silver forest, where leaves shone like stars. Next, they passed through a golden forest, and then a diamond forest, where trees sparkled like ice. At the end stood a crystal lake, and 12 graceful princes waded in 12 shining boats. Music drifted across the water, soft and sweet. The princesses climbed in, and the boats glided toward a Rowan, still invisible, leaned near Mira and whispered so gently that only her heart seemed to hear, "You don't need to hide your secret forever." Mira looked around, startled, but somehow she smiled. When the dancing ended, the princesses returned as always. Rowan followed, climbed out of the trapdoor, and waited until dawn. Chapter 6. The Truth Revealed. When morning came, the king summoned Rowan. "Have you discovered where my daughters go each night?" Rowan knelt before him. "Yes, your majesty. They go through a secret door beneath their chamber, down to a golden forest, a silver forest, and a diamond forest. Then they cross a lake to a hidden palace, where they dance with 12 enchanted princes until morning." The king was astonished. The princesses gasped, especially Leora, who turned pale. Rowan opened his cloak and showed the silver branch, golden leaf, and diamond leaf. The proof glittered in the sunlight. The king turned to his daughters. "Is this true?" At last, Mira stepped forward. "Yes, father.
Sisters,
We were enchanted
the
by a
time has
spell that
come.
forced us to dance each night in the underworld of the Crystal Lake. The princes were trapped spirits, and only when someone discovered our secret could we be freed." With a flash of light, the spell broke. The golden forests vanished, and the crystal palace melted into starlight. Chapter 7. A New Beginning. The king kept his promise. He offered Rowan the hand of any princess he chose. Rowan looked at Mira, who smiled shyly. "I would choose her," he said. Mira blushed, her heart fluttering like a songbird. The castle rejoiced with bells and laughter. The 12 princesses were free at last, and their shoes, now whole, were displayed in the royal hall as a memory of their secret nights.
Did
Rowan
you
and
hear
Mira were
about the
married
new
in a
royal
celebration that
decree?
lasted for days.
I
The kingdom
wonder
was
what it
filled with
says.
music once again, but now it was music of joy, not enchantment. And though the 12 princesses still loved to dance, they did so under the open sky, where the stars themselves twirled in delight. Glowing Star Epilogue, the lesson of the dancing princesses. And so, dear listener, remember this. Even the most beautiful
Thank you.
mysteries hide a lesson. Sometimes courage and kindness, not just cleverness, break the strongest spells. And if you ever find yourself wondering where the stars go when they fade, perhaps they're dancing with 12 princesses somewhere beyond the dawn. Sparkles the end sparkles.